Alright, I think I'm live now, so I'm posting in the link in the video that I put on Forever Wolf Films. And I got Ken TV playing right now, so we're not, we're about a little over 20 minutes away from the show actually, episode 1 actually airing. So, okay, nobody's here yet. Alright, I'm going to go to Facebook and let them know. Some awful shit on Can TV right now. Okay, so Vloggerdome is live now. Come watch episode number 1 with us now. Okay. Alright. I hope this works. I don't know if it will. Sorry, I'll take this, I have to be at the keyboard at the minute, but soon, direct this to the screen so that you don't have to look at my ugly mug. You can, well, you'll still be looking at my ugly mug, but I'll be, dressed as Schopenhauer. I hope people can get in. Let's see what happens here. This is so much better technology, honestly, the whole Google Hangouts thing, but it's just a little unintuitive. At least I find it to be a little unintuitive. Okay, so now I'm going to post a link to the room in the Antinatalist Facebook page, because a bunch of them were, well, a couple of them anyway, were interested in coming. And I do so want to include them. Where is my post from earlier today? Vloggerdome is live on Google Hangouts now. Come watch episode. Sorry, guys. I don't know if anybody's in the room at the minute. I'll be there in just a second. Okay. Now I'm going to post to the F list. Why isn't anybody coming in? I hope people can get in. I hope I'm posting the right link. I'll soon find out. Okay. Good. Now all I gotta do is post on Twitter. I don't know. Twitter, I have to take that direct. Never mind. I'm not making any sense. I'm so tired. Ugh. Damn you, Twitter. Okay. Alright. We have social media this bullshit up. I think. Alright, is anybody in? Oh my god, I have a viewer! Hi, viewer, I don't know who you are. Alright, let's see now. Oh, Nadia, I think, is trying to watch. Okay, I don't know if Nadia can get on. Fuck, I wanted to do a test earlier today. It just didn't work out time-wise. Um, so, sorry guys, I know this is a little... And of course my computer is fucking up. You know what? Let it fuck up now and not in 20 minutes. Let's see, I think people are having trouble getting in, at least. Okay, I got 2 viewers, but nobody's cammed up. So I'm betting that means that they can't. um, fuck. I'm pretty sure I shared the right link. I don't know. Let's see. Fuck. Okay. All right. Sorry guys, almost there. I don't know if anybody's there. I got 1 viewer still, and I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Oh no, I'm not frozen anymore. Good. All right, I promise you won't have to stare at my face much longer because we'll have this figured out. I gotta open up the link in the browser. Okay, let's see if anybody is... All right, I'm posting the link here. This should work. Okay, this should work. I'm going to post every link that I think could possibly be the link that I'm trying to get at, if that makes any sense. Because there's like this, I've never seen that little thing in the corner before where it just says links, and it gives you a bunch of links you can choose from. So I don't know if I'm falsely choosing. Tired. Yeah, that should work. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna turn the screen around now, and hope I'll have to turn it around from time to time so that people can, if anything goes wrong, I can see. Wait. I gotta do one thing actually before I turn the screen around. God, there's some horrible shit on Can TV. So funny. Got some quick messages, and then we're going to be in the ball game, like playing ball. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're there now. All right. So About to turn the screen around, and I gotta set the camera up. Yeah, I know the disc wasn't ejected properly, but you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it. Yeah, let's get the chat set up. Okay, I had 2 viewers a second ago, but then I was denied. Alright, I'm gonna turn this thing around. Let's turn this thing around, turn the volume up. And of course, Vloggerdome hasn't started yet. Oh god, that doesn't look very good. But, this is the best I can do this time around. Up like I was saying earlier today, if I can find places to actually have like proper events, for different airings of Vloggerdome episodes down the line, then I'm gonna do that. But for now, we're just gonna watch as best we can on my TV at home today. And I do admit that it does leave something to be desired. Maybe turning off this light will help. It's very dark in this room anyway. But I'm also gonna videotape. I'm gonna, flip cam the event. So there'll be a secondary record, so to speak. Except I don't have a fucking tripod with me, so this is gonna be kind of weird. I don't even know where I can put the camera. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if it's the same room number now, or, you know, let's see. Sorry about all this, guys. I don't know if any, nobody's here, so I guess that means it's okay. It's always such a nightmare. Okay. Yeah, this would be easier if I was working with a computer, but what are you gonna do? I don't know if the link that I posted before is correct now because the computer froze and interrupted the transmission, and so now I don't really know if it's a different room or it's just a reboot of the same address. Computer, but oh, hey Gary. Oh my God! Fuck this.
What's the background noise?
Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, let me lower this a little bit because I can't hear shit. Well, our stuff doesn't start till 10 minutes anyway. And we're frozen, aren't we? No. Before is
yes, still working.
Computer froze and interrupted the transmission. But I think my browser is open somewhere. Or it's just a reboot of the same address.
I gotta close this extra window. Yeah.
Oh, it's your browser. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why new Windows on me, but
That's okay. Wait, let me grab a. I should bring my chair around so I'm not hovering in front of the screen. Some sort of Pillsbury Doughboy from hell. All right, how's it going? Fuck, frozen again, huh? Gary, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
well, I don't know. That's probably your problem.
Now I can hear you. It's all better now. Everything is solved. Everything. Oh, we're 5 minutes away.
Well, it might be sooner than that. They're running the credits, so
Yeah.
they might.
But you were able to get in okay with that link?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, what happened was my computer froze, and I didn't know whether it just interrupted the transmission but stayed in the same room. Or, I don't know. It seems to be working, so I'll shut up about it.
Yeah, well, it worked okay. I got in okay, so it apparently works.
Cool. Oh. Where's everybody else?
Yeah, well, you know, I guess it's just, gotta earn it these days.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh well. Now, one problem is that this monitor is not apparently the best place to show something like this because it's all washed out. So it's going to kind of suck. But best I could do this time around.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if there's much point in broadcasting the broadcast. I mean, it's on YouTube. You
I don't
know.
know. I mean, if we do start to garner some sort of local audience, it might be kind of a way for, one audience to meet another audience. And I mean, you're right. It might not. It might have no effect and be a waste of time. But I kind of just want to gauge it a little bit. Sometimes there's a benefit to making a shindig out of nothing.
Well, it'll be just interesting to see if it's on. Then you know it's on. So, but yeah, I don't see
Well,
it
that's
like.
true too.
I don't see much
We
point
missed
of
the premiere, so.
broadcasting in lower resolution, and it just doesn't seem to me to make much sense. But that's just me.
No. I mean, it's a point. Um, I don't know. There are a couple of there's a couple of places people have been telling me about around town, though I might be able to do like another kind of event, for showings and stuff, which might be kind of a neat idea, but yeah, we'll see. I'll have to give it some thought. I don't know. I was talking to somebody this week who was really kind of trying to plow it into my head that I should try to do some sort of more local, get it seen locally a bunch of different places, which I think is a good idea.
Well, hard to say. I
Yeah.
mean, it's it's either gonna work or it won't work. It's just not much you can do.
Yeah. Well, look, they put Jesus right before Vloggerdome. I know you can't see him, but it's Jesus. It's
Yeah.
appropriate, right? No, it's not. All right.
No, it's as good as any transition, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, we got 3 viewers now. Yay. I haven't watched TV in so long. This is kind of a just that alone is kind of a strange experience.
Yeah, well, public access TV is so different. It's such
Yeah, it
weird.
is. I used to love this channel when I was growing up.
Yeah, it has its moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the local stuff they had here wasn't bad. I liked some of it, so it was better than
Oh,
regular crap
we got
TV.
a viewer discretion is advised. That's
Yeah.
funny. Okay, I think it's gonna start.
Hey, there it is. Yay. We're on TV.
Holy shit! What the fuck happened to the dialogue? To the sound? Did you hear that?
No.
It was all garbled.
Well, you have to talk to
That's no
talk
good.
to the technical person who uploaded the file.
Yeah, that's no good. Oh, wow, it's all cut off and holy shit.
Well, they're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to fix that. Well, see, we missed the premiere, so that's probably it's most likely been like that the first time it played too.
Yeah. Is it any better
Okay, I'll
now?
call them tomorrow. It's all garbled.
Yeah. What did you do? Did you put it on a CD or did you
You have to, yeah, you have to put it on a either a DVD plus R or minus R. They don't care which, as an MPEG 2. And so I did that, and actually when I arrived at the station, they previewed the disc, not the entire thing, but enough to know that the sound was okay and everything was playing all right, and it checked out. So I tested it a million times before I handed it in, so I don't know why that's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to call them tomorrow and have a talk with them.
Yeah. Yeah, they must probably put it on, they must take it. I don't think they're switching CDs, so they must create a regular file, to run. So yeah, they fucked it up.
I mean that's what I would imagine is they create a program out of all the files they get off the CDs. Yeah, it's really kind of sad with Chicago Public Access. They're so far behind. I mean, I know you know, but I mean, so many public access stations you can just upload to their websites now.
Yeah, you would think.
Audio is fine. Sorry, what'd you say?
You said this part's okay?
Yeah.
You worried it's not too expensive and that? No. Just means that I think other kids. What do you mean it's fucking wrong?
But when it cuts to you, it's jarbled again.
Huh.
Fuck. I mean, it didn't do that. It's the same file that was uploaded to the channel and everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, it must be partly the edit, just because they're different file types. Remember, that was still a WMF or whatever, WMV file.
WMV, yeah. Because I edited, that probably is it. Because I edited this episode in Final Cut Express, and I had WMVs from you, but then when I was trying to work with the WMVs in Premiere, it wouldn't accept them. So maybe what happened is when they got our edit of this episode, they brought it into Premiere to create the full program, and something happened with the files. I mean, I'm just guessing, because it was. So I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with them being WMVs. But this is really upsetting. I mean, they totally fucked it up.
Yeah, well, shit happens, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Well, I mean, it's not deliberate. I mean, so I'll talk to them about it. They were actually, when I came to the station the second time, they were pretty excited. They were like asking all kinds of questions about the show, and they were really interested in where you were, and just asking lots of questions and stuff, which is pretty cool. But yeah, they got to fix this. This can't go on like this.
Yeah, it just seems really strange. I mean, it's almost like maybe you should rip maybe I could rip an MP3 off the original, and then you just kill the sound on the original and then re-edit it with the MP3. You just have to make sure the sync is okay.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah, I don't know what else would be causing the problem. It's just very strange, that it's somehow it's still reading, however the file was put together, it's still in pieces, I mean, there's still evidence of the different file types.
Yeah, I don't know why that would, yeah, you're right. I don't know. I have no explanation for it whatsoever. But hopefully because it seems to be their error on some level, they'll let me correct it. And hopefully the final two showings on the 27th and the 1st, we can get it corrected.
Yeah. Well,
it's just kind of funny. They put a advisory notice when the sound is still fucked up. So what could they possibly be finding?
Yeah, I know. But the Glenus parts are okay though. So probably the fuck yous are all audible. But
well, yeah, you're right. Also, somebody does get shot in the Glenos sequences, so that's probably. I'm sorry though. That's really this is awful.
Yeah. Well.
But we'll fix it. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, now I am glad we did this because I wouldn't have known if I hadn't.
Yeah, it's good to actually watch the show, I guess.
Yeah, no, it is probably a good idea. We double check that things are going smoothly. Last time it was just impossible, but it's sounding a little better as time goes on, but it's very quiet and there's like a real robotic quality to your voice, which is really. This is working.
And the alternatives. Yeah, really. You are doomed. That's just a fact. The human race will be turned into photons eventually. They'll all be annihilated by the universe to consume.
Yeah, well, who knows?
If we are to our complexity.
Well, come to think of it, didn't you send me like 2 or 3 different file types this first time? Like all of these subject clips were MPEGs, and then one of them was a WMV. So maybe it was. Yeah. You sent me a number of different types of files, so I'll have to figure out whichever.
I think that was the second time here, where you wanted me to convert them.
No, I wanted you to convert them the second time, but I'm just trying to think. I remember the files that you put on the FTP were of several different kinds, so I'll try to isolate which was which, and I think that was the problem, because they're working just fine.
I think I have it loaded here somewhere. I could look, show number 1.
Yeah, I don't want to go into the FTP now because I have to stick my head in the.
Oh yeah, there was some movie files, I guess.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
MOV files.
And remember, there was one file we didn't end up using because of time constraints, so disregard that one.
Yeah, so maybe that was it. Yeah, I gave you the raw MOV files.
Which is really strange because I work with MOV all the time. That shouldn't cause a problem.
There's ways to make us less capable of causing harm.
Let's see. I'm trying to. I didn't label them very well, so I don't know which file is which.
No, it's okay. Yeah, no. I knew at one point, but I don't remember now. But I'll go through it later and figure it out.
It was the first. There was one MPG and one WMV.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, MPG.
And then
I wonder if the MPG was what was causing it, because I don't know much about that file format at all.
Well, I mean, it's the same as MPEG 2.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, there's MPEG 1 and MPEG 2, but that's an MPEG 2 file. It's just called MPG, but it's an MPEG 2.
For substance to exist,
I see.
It has to exist in a configuration for this complexity to fall.
So I mean, that file should work better than the others.
Yeah.
It's worse, and it should work better.
All right. Well, regardless, I'll call them tomorrow and see if I can have it fixed. But I'm glad the rest of it seems to be working okay.
Deciding a state.
We'll see what happens when it gets to the determinism clip, because I think that was a different file type. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. The determinism one shouldn't be. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm just going by the file size. I mean, there was one that was 615 megabytes.
Yeah.
That must have been the first one.
I think so. I don't remember. I'll be right back. I just gotta check on my dog real quick.
So, where's my representation? Obviously doesn't exist. So, yeah, fixing democracy is fairly easy. You can't do much about the winner-take-all nature of presidential elections, but certainly legislative bodies, yeah, you can fix that. It doesn't have to be winner-take-all. Only affirmative.
Okay, back. Sorry.
Everybody gets and represents.
Oh, it's too bad the shitty clips are in the beginning.
Yeah, I know. They're at the end. It tends to not matter as much, but yeah.
Rather than based on our ideology, and fix this really simple.
Oh well.
Easy, and create real representation, have a real fair fight.
You know what? Better this shit happens in the early broadcasts of the first couple of episodes than later on.
In an hour, I should be able to make this understood.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter one way or the other. We'll just see what happens. But, yeah, well. Whatever.
In this episode, Shelby becomes an anti-natalist children's entertainer.
I did get a message from the Morbid Atheist, and
Oh, good.
yeah, he wants to make a contribution. But I'm thinking, I think he's going to be living in Long Island now, so maybe he could get on a public access station there.
Yeah, that would be great. He left a comment on one of the Vloggerdome episode 2, and I wrote back to him today as well, and I did actually mention to him that we're always looking for people to air it in their cities. So yeah, if he'd be up for doing that, that'd be fantastic. I haven't heard back from George. I don't know what's up with that, but yes, I don't know if he's still gonna want to do it in Manhattan, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think you have to be at least a little, you have to have more of a connection to the show, so I guess we'd have to list the person as a producer or something.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't really, I mean, as much as I want to do it, I don't want to be completely smarmy about it, but but yeah, also the Jesus is interested in contributing some stuff, and somebody else too. So a couple of people from Facebook said they want to do some things. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how that'll pan out, but hopefully maybe we'll start to get some more help.
Yeah, well, I should make a list of what order we're going to do these subjects, and that way we can know ahead of time, and they could sign up for a different subject that they're interested in. So,
yeah, that would be great. That would be great. It helped me plan. It helped me budget a little bit too to know what's going to come next. Not that I because I like to try to buy a prop or two for each episode and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the Right to Die might be a good one for after the education thing.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then I heard you mention you want to do a physics episode?
Yeah, well, I'll throw that in eventually, but
okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to be the director because on that one big time because I'm not I want to do it, but I'm not sure how to do it.
Yeah, well, I think elements of it you could understand. I mean, this idea that stuff's already moving, is sort of a giveaway.
Well, it's all very visual, so I'm sure if it's explained to me.
With your, you could always just animate a photon and say, look, I'm already going the speed of light. How can I go the speed of light some more?
Yeah.
I'm already going as fast as I can, fucker.
Yeah, I can do that. Well, no, I would never pass up an opportunity to, dress as molecules and atoms and all that kind of shit. So.
No, just saying, there's probably something in there that would be fruitful for your talent. So
well, I'm sure.
But yeah, I want to have it more figured out. What I'm, I mean, I want to have something that's really, put together.
Yeah,
So
I hear you.
I ain't doing it tomorrow, but. It has taken up a lot of my time. I do spend a lot of my time thinking this physics shit lately.
Well, it's important.
I don't know if it's important, but it's significant,
Yeah, well, no, it's something you should spend time doing, Gary. I mean, in my opinion,
it would be a benefit, just in the sense that if I'm right, then I gain credibility for this subject, and I can, use that credibility on this other shit. So that's the way I'm.
Yeah, technically.
It might be a way to get noticed, which might be good.
Yes, I think if you rewrite physics, it'll be very good in getting noticed.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, no, it's important, Gary.
I'm really sure I'm right. So it's like just a matter of time from my perspective. Like, will they recognize it before I'm dead or after I'm dead is the question.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think a part of it is just finding some creative ways of getting it out there, and I mean, doing a show on it is certainly an interesting, good way of doing it. So.
Yeah, well, I figured I'd give myself a year, but I'm too impatient to wait that long, so I'm gonna have to make something happen eventually. But.
Yeah, no, you should be posting it and trying to start shit with people everywhere about it. So, I mean,
Yeah, I
that's
am
my
trying,
opinion.
but yeah, it's hard to, it's hard to find physicists you can poke at. They're all kind of pussy.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Was that website any good that my friend recommended?
Not really. It's
Wasn't.
they're all, you gotta have credentials, and they want to know what
Oh, really?
university you're affiliated with, and there's just a bunch of noise. Nobody pays any attention anyway, so it's like not a great place to publish.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, even if I could get published there, which is doubtful, it's not like it's the most visible website on the internet. So
Right.
you could have something just sit there for years without anybody reading it.
Right. I understand. It's like a dead forum. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's dead, but it's probably too academic, and
Right.
it's just not it's not hub enough.
Right. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I don't think he'd really looked at it in a while, but yeah, just what he recommended. But yeah, I also wanted to say, I think maybe perhaps not this season, but I think it'd be really cool. I think if we did an internet episode, a non-commercial alternative episode at some point, and also a context episode. I was just looking through your topics on the website, and
yeah, well, I was already going to start changing some of the subjects a little anyway, so
okay,
yeah.
cool.
I mean, I was looking at my website, and I said, oh yeah, I forgot about that thing, and oh yeah, I forgot about that, so maybe I'll add those in.
Yeah.
I figure we can just make it up as we go along.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I just think context to be kind. I mean, I think I don't want to jump into it totally blind. I kind of want to have a plan, but I think that would illustrating that through pieces of animation, performance, and stuff, just is so it's just got so many possibilities. I definitely want to try that one.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting division between atheism, and evolution. They're like,
right.
Not that they're separate subjects, but in a way, it's not believing in God is more than just not believing in God. It's
right.
Accepting the real facts of our existence, which are, this whole, parasitic DNA thing.
Yeah, it's like an overview of implications, which is really, well,
yeah, I'm just saying it's I called it atheism plus, and before, I knew they were going to ruin that term, but yeah. It's, atheism goes a little further than, just God. So, I mean, in a way, they are two subjects, but in a way they're connected. So maybe I'll do those subjects back to back, so we can call do an atheism one, and then do one on, the broader implications of, biological. The implications of our biology. We could just hit on the psychology part and the biology part.
Okay.
Without the ethicist part, you know what I mean? Without drawing a conclusion, just spell out the fact that we're up against we're being gamed by a natural system.
Just a bad idea.
Right, but presenting it in a way where we don't spell out the conclusion, so to speak.
Yeah, obviously we don't need to go into the whole asymmetry and the whole optimism bias and get into all that kind of stuff. Just get into the psychology of desire,
right?
And maybe some idea of what our consciousness is.
Yeah. We definitely should do it.
Yeah, well, I'll get to that.
No, it's okay. I know we still got to get through education first. So anyway,
Yeah, I got to figure out my words. And the only one I come up with so far is incentive. That's a good word. So I'll do a bit on incentive because that's kind of what it's all about is incentive.
Well, we gotta make homework for everybody too. I mean, I don't know who will make some content, but I at least like to try. So I mean, I sent you that question before. Is that too simplistic? Should I pose the question? Should we pay kids?
Well, yeah, it's not too simple. I mean, it's obviously it's a little bit
I mean,
simple.
it's the whole
But,
thing.
I mean, as an alternative, should we be paying kids or paying teachers? I mean, it is a choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's not like you can do both, so I'm just saying you can't afford to do both.
Right.
So the point isn't giving kids 50 cents. The point is giving kids real salaries, minimum wage salaries. Not a bullshit token payment, but a real payment.
Yeah.
So I guess you have to make sure that you're asking the question in that context. You're not talking about giving kids $3 a week.
Right, right. Well, speaking of that, there's still quite a bit of research I have to do. I mean, I am kind of behind just because everything else has happened this last 2 weeks. But, if I'm not mistaken, like Illinois did try something like this, right? But they were like paying the kids like 50 cents a day or something.
No, yeah, it's terrible. New York did it too. But, it was the amount of money was
New York
laughable.
Yeah.
It's lunch money.
Right, exactly. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I mean, if just because of the time constraints. But I mean, I'd love to try to inject some sort of local element into the episode. I mean, I know you and I talked about trying to do that, a while back ago. Just because they have done it here, and education is such a huge, mover. And I mean, obviously it is everywhere, but I mean, in Chicago, it's it's kind of a sacred cow topic. I mean, it just seems like I should be able to get somebody to talk to you and to be involved in the episode that would have an opinion about, this particular angle of education reform. But again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anybody in time.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I haven't contacted Mr. Natural, but I just figure he might be a good fallback.
Yeah, I think like I was saying, I mean, even if he's like a side battle, so to speak, or I mean he's always a good person to talk to. So I mean, I can contact him tonight if you like,
Yeah, well, because we agree basically, but that's not always bad. I mean, I've agreed with the last two guys I talked to pretty much, and it doesn't make for a bad conversation.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's more than fine. So, I don't know. I want to also maybe dress up as somebody from the PTA, like a really stereotypical, like, I don't know. I haven't really created the character yet, but maybe we should do a mock interview kind of thing this time around. And it's kind of funny putting education right after determinism, only just because in terms of the visuals I'm thinking of creating, it has so much to do with brains all over again. So, yeah, I'm working on like a Hungry Hippos thing where it's like brains eating the information, so there's going to be something like that. And I don't know, I'm working on a couple of things, but I have to move my ass.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to put it, though, is this idea of, once you get somebody hungry for it,
yeah, they're going to gobble it up.
Thing that you'll just, you won't even need to pay them once you pay them a little bit, and, it'll gain momentum in terms of feeding a person who wants to know.
Right.
It might say, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, the idea that passion for education is the best. It's one of the only good addictions a human being can have.
That's all you're saying. It's really you're just saying you're giving them enough of an incentive to become addicted.
Right.
Instead of being addicted to baseball or football or soccer, they're addicted to knowledge.
Right.
We would expect it to have the same effect.
That's probably another good word, is addiction.
Yeah.
It comes up in every subject, right?
Yeah, definitely.
They would say, "Look at us, we're horrible. We're disgusting."
Well, I've almost. Also, you have an equality video we can use. That's really good, just like last episode. And
oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know we did. Good, good. I don't have to do it.
You also have a 5 spontaneous minutes. I know. I mean, that's super old, but I certainly don't have any.
Yeah, that might be just funny, just for the sake of the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go look at that and see how bad it is.
I'll send you. I found all or most of your education videos today, because there's some on the Vloggerdome site, but and then of course there's also Buy Some Brains. So.
Yeah, well, since we're basically just talking to each other, I mean, how's your mother and grandmother doing?
Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, my grandmother's doing much, much better. My mom is doing, she ended up having to have dialysis. She ended up so it was really bad. But they were expecting that she was going to need like repeated dialysis, and really quite amazingly, her kidneys are okay after one round. But she was released from the hospital. Oh fuck, what day was it? Wednesday. But then she actually was back in the hospital. No, Tuesday. Sorry, but she was back in the hospital last night because she was feeling rubber-legged, which can, I guess, in her case, can be a sign of further renal failure. But she seems to be okay. She's out of the hospital. But there's all kinds of reasons I wasn't able to go, and I frankly feel like a schmuck. But it is what it is. And hopefully this weekend I'm going to go there and pick her up and bring her home.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's not.
Look, I mean, next to what, it could have been so much fucking worse. I mean,
yeah, no, it's good. There's no.
I don't know. I mean, my grandmother literally could have got hit by a train. So,
Yeah.
So it's just that'd be very expensive, and we don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you asking, but yeah, no, yeah, I mean, next to what could have happened, it ended up far better than I expected.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, thanks.
So the only people who are sustaining human existence, technically you've already won the argument, okay? Because most people have less than 2.3 children, right?
But
so
yeah, it was scary.
Have less than 2.3. So it's only that 20% that are creating the whole population model. It's only the less the people that have a lot of kids.
And I guess I should have told Les this was going to be on. Fuck.
One or two. But even that,
Well, I think you can read the website or whatever.
Yeah.
Like everybody else.
Yeah.
We'll return to this conversation at another point in the show.
It's kind of weird. It got like the aspect ratio is off or something.
Yes, it's true.
Maybe the screen you're watching it on is too wide or something.
That's probably it. Greatest song of all time. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Never been exploited or had candy. Never lost and never even loved. Never known a state of deprivation. There are no tears on Mars, and so we've won. So never mind my lack of useless pleasure. Celebrate my amazing escape from harm.
I don't know. There was, there's also this other thing that I was reading about today. Apparently, they want to put this gigantic presidential library in Chicago. It's like, one of Obama's new Chicago projects. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is appropriate to bring up in the episode necessarily, but obviously that money could be so much better spent on education in other means. I mean, they're proposing to spend it on completely outdated technology, not any kind of internet educational infrastructure. It just seems like such a waste. Because I don't know if you're up for this at all, but I was kind of thinking if I could find some little locally kind of stories, like writing really short little Ganoozy pieces or something like that. But I don't know if you want to do that. It was just an idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's sort of big picturing everything, and all the little politics just doesn't seem to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, all this stuff is broken because they all got the wrong mindset. They all.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's better to stick with the big picture stuff. I just am trying to find ways of, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be fishing those that small. I'm just trying to find ways interesting.
The nature of politics is just so rotten, you know, that you got to fix that whole system, because these people are never going to do anything in the public interest. It's all got the special interest written all over it, you know.
Yeah.
Who's going to build it? Who's going to make money off of it? It's all graft all the way down, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing's done in the public interest anymore.
Yeah.
So, well, it's really simple.
I'll keep thinking.
Something that's desperate rationalization.
I did have a moment of panic today, though. I was like, oh, fuck. It's already, what is it, the 17th? So.
Yeah, well, you know, we've gotten away with it the last 2 times, so I guess.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, well, whatever. We'll just, you know, the last 3 days, we'll shove it together. Just make up some shit, you know.
I really wish I didn't do that, but I do too much of my life like that. You know, last minute.
You know, I have the same problem in the sense I only do things when I have to.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not very conscientious about anything. I mean, you know, I have a very I guess I'm frustrated, you know what I mean? So everything has to, it's hard to get enthusiastic. Everything just kind of feels like, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to do this now. Yeah, I'm going to do this now. And, you know, it's
right.
Like, you know, it's like it's all, it's like throwing pennies in a fountain or something. You're just like, oh gee, yeah, okay, I'm going to go through the motions, but, you know, this is just so unrealistic. So I just get too lazy about everything.
Yeah, I guess I'm the opposite in the sense that I get really, really excited, but I get all caught up in the excitement, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then I gotta do it. What, I gotta do it now?
Well, yeah, you're a little more ambitious than I am, yeah. So I just, I keep, you know, my contributions have been pretty lazy.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, they have been. I mean, I haven't done anything terribly creative yet. You know, so.
You did the many.
Yeah. Well, that's about it, right? So far, the rest is just talking.
Yeah, well, that's the meat and potatoes right there. If we don't have that, we got nothing. So. Yeah, I heard from. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I heard from Vox today. So I don't know what's going to come of that, but well, I know it's going to come of it, but hopefully he might even want to do some stuff for the show.
Who?
Vox Neruda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's sending me his archive of videos, which is pretty cool, and made a little maquette of one of his sculptures for my sculpture of him, which is going to be kind of a neat little addition to the piece.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Metamorph had posted on his Twitter, so he's doing okay, I guess.
Oh, that's good. I didn't. I was on Twitter today. I didn't see that. I'll have to check that out. Did you say anything particular, or?
Yeah, no, I mean, he was offline for a while or something, and then he had to go back to work or something. But I mean, there wasn't anything for like all of July or whatever. So.
Yeah, no, I really have been worried about it.
No, it was August or whatever it was. Yeah, one of the months there, he wasn't saying anything, so I wasn't sure what had happened.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had a tough time, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what his latest issue was, but I guess he was, I don't know whether he had like a bleeding ulcer or had something, I don't know.
That's kind of what it sounds like, but yeah, I don't know either for sure. But yeah, some sort of horrible stomach thing, that's all I know. Well, I'm happy to say at least the sound issues so far were only in the beginning, but
Yeah, only.
Let's see.
Yeah, only.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Point taken. The most important part was fucked up, but what can you do?
Yeah, all the people that showed up, you know, when the show's halfway over, it's okay. But yeah, anybody watching
Yeah.
the beginning was like, yeah, fuck this.
Well, actually, that's sort of the way it worked out. Tonight there's like 9 people now, but there was nobody here in the beginning, so.
Yeah, well, it takes, you know, whatever. You know, whatever. YouTube's a tough crowd lately.
Yeah, no, it is. It's all right. Oh.
Insulting creation, by saying, "Oh, I don't want to eat every bit of it," like insulting a meal.
No, let's see if there's anything else I had to mention. So yeah, I'll try to get something done the next couple of days.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
At least we get a start.
I got a whole bunch of writing to do. You know, I'll get in touch with all these different people, see who wants to do what, and I'll make the call. Call for submissions too. So hopefully some other new people we're not even aware of yet will want to do something, which will be good. And
yeah, I like the voiceover stuff. You know, if we can get some of that, that doesn't hurt either. You know.
Yeah, I want to do more of that too. I that's another thing I want to do in the next couple of days is hammer down some of the writing that I have planned, because I watched all or most of your education videos. I took a lot of notes, so I just have to reformulate that into some writing and figure out what visuals I want to stick behind it. But you know, I thought Fly did such a great job. Earl did such a great job. So you know, I want to, you know, if they want to come back and other people as well want to do that, I think it really worked last time.
Yeah, I like the variety of it. The mood shifts and the voice changes are good to have.
Yeah, music was a little hokey. I gotta, you know, I don't want it to be too silly, but I don't know. It was a good first try, something like that, I guess.
Yeah, no, I thought it was very good. I thought your segments were very good.
Oh, thank you, Gary. And then we have, you know, and then there's a whole bunch of, I'll send you, I talked to Gray earlier today. He might be putting something new together, but I'll send you some possibilities we could use for his stuff if that doesn't work out. And then, you know, Glynos, I'm just trying to go through the list in my head of all the shit that we could use. You know, we can always use another Too Many Minds.
See you there.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, his poetry is kind of, you know, like I said, it's hard to nail it to a subject.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's a little bit obtuse. You know, whatever the right word is, it requires a little too much thinking, maybe.
You know,
ears clogged.
Oh no. You can't hear again?
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's just irritating.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, shit happens, as they say.
It's for swimming? Or you have that, like, that tube disorder, right? Like where you're...
Yeah, so it's also the weather. I get this neuralgia thing with the nerves in my neck and head.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so it's probably related to that, because my side of my head was aching today, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Take some...
So, whatever.
Take some Advil or something?
Yeah.
Nonsense, I love these episodes. Anyway, Glynos' stuff. What else was I going to say? You know, if we did want to use it, Vox Neruda does have a series that's sort of like a mock educational program. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I remember the first one's like he's doing the ABCs. And it's like a little on the raunchy side, so, I mean, I don't know if it would be a good idea, but it might work. I mean, it is about education, and it's very funny.
Yeah, well, if you got a link,
I'll send one to you in a little while.
Because, yeah, I like to. Yeah, I mean, I love the way he, just his voice is so interesting. And
Yeah.
if he's in the video, even better. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I really should go just looking for 2-minute clips or something, or even you know what I'm saying. Even 60 seconds of his stuff would be good.
A performance artist
Yeah.
abundantly do exactly the same over and over again.
Yeah, I'm just sort of racking my brains as to, because some of this stuff that people have done in the past is just so good. It's, it's even though it's a little older, it's a shame not to try to make some use out of it.
Free access to it all.
Yeah, I was just thinking of his penis. Where he was going on about peni or penises or well, I can't remember what it was, but the plural of penis.
Peonies.
Yeah, peonies.
Peonies.
Yeah. That was pretty
Yeah, he
funny.
did that for the equality thing,
Yeah, that was funny.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was funny. But the taking a shit in the field of maggots was like,
Yeah, that was almost
this
too
is
much.
unbelievable.
It really was. It really was a. You don't see that every day.
I didn't quite understand what was happening at first, and then when I realized, I was like,
Well, I don't. The fact that he's got a pile of beetle maggots, that huge, it's just amazing.
yeah.
I mean, it's just an amazing pile of beetle maggots.
And
I
the
mean, I don't know
sound
what
they were making, that writhing, like,
I don't know what it's going to be like in the fall or something when they all start flying around. I mean, I wonder how his neighbors feel about
oh
him.
god.
Just, they call
Well,
him
I don't know.
the
I
Beetle
mean,
Man.
I think that's why he's had some, trouble
Yeah,
over the years.
that
Yeah.
is funny.
Pay the students. They're doing the work. They deserve the money. Really isn't complicated. You want to get all those poor kids off the basketball courts, get them off the streets and the drugs. Yeah.
Ah, there's a segment we could use.
Yeah,
They should use that one.
there it is right now.
Yeah,
Your work is done.
yeah.
Just cannibalize the first episode.
Just cannibalize episodes. Yeah, so I only have to put one.
So you have lots of tutoring and this and that. There's lots of,
Just pretend it's all original.
Yeah,
that, this introduction. See you then.
I'm blanking. I had a thought, and then it went away.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It
get
happened.
that. Yeah.
That enables us to find the strategy. It is part of our human brain. Through modeling, we can work to obtain a narrow gratification, but it also gives us the ability to see a gem outside of ourselves in other creatures. A gem that's broader than narrow gratification and satisfaction.
I'm just trying to think of other words, because you were mentioning you were the only one you.
Yeah, it's not as easy to,
No, it's not. I mean, because I just watched all those videos today, so I feel like fuck, I should be able to come up with some. I did Google the term "buy some brains," and I think you may have the monopoly on that term. Like, I couldn't find anybody else that was using it. And it is kind of a good, one-liner. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Just 'cause it's a little sweet little meme that I thought was more of a slangy kind of public consciously used, little saying, but I think if I'm not mistaken, it's all you.
Yeah, well, most of the stuff I invented. Whether somebody else invented it first is irrelevant. I invented it second or third or something.
Second and third inventor. Let me see.
The negatives that exist in our system. It's about who you know, what you know, all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, that.
I don't know, archaic, redundant. I mean, these are kind of words you've used. I'm just looking at my notes.
No one likes to
I mean, those are words you've used to describe the educational system, so that might be.
insanely incentivize them.
Yeah, I mean, the one redundant sticking with me, there might be a synonym for that that might work. You know, just to get to the point of, you know, the waste of the, you know, the idea of paying teachers to do the same thing over and over again is so stupid.
Yeah.
And, sense that.
Well, I mean, I know waste is a much broader, but I mean, you know, that could be something too.
Anyway, they're forced to hurt.
No, I guess we could tie it to efficiency. You know, what's the efficient, you know, I mean, you're trying to find an efficient way to get information into people's heads. You know,
Right.
what's the way to do it? Is to pay somebody to force it in, or to pay the person to let it in? You know.
Yeah, yeah. Also, just bring, you know, because there's something I didn't understand that you were saying in your video. I mean, I understand it. I just hadn't understood it before. I heard you say it was how much we actually, like, I didn't realize that we spend more on education than the military. Is that true? I mean, that's still the way it is?
Yeah, I don't know if I said that, but I mean, it's a lot of money. Obviously, $100,000 per kid. You know, 120,000 or so.
Yeah, I may have misunderstood, so I apologize. But yeah, it's something to that. I hadn't really understood that much money was spent. So I mean, I think it would be good to, you know, as much as possible, communicate the fact that, yeah, you know, to do it the way you're proposing really would be such a small amount of money next to, you know, the incredible amount of money we're wasting now. You know, just pushing this idea that it would.
Well, yeah, if we paid the same price, the point is that you're getting more for your money. So you're getting results for the money you're spending, and that's the real important part. Is what's the end result? And you know, it's the whole point is to quit making dumb people. You know, to make smart people. So how do you make smart people? You pay them to get smart. But yeah, I mean, I think it's something to get to is the fact that, you know, most states are, you know, they use property taxes to finance education, and so most of your property taxes, you know, 60 to 80%, you know, are basically paying for education. So it's, you know, it's pretty big expense for most people. Ah, you appear to have frozen. Cool. So maybe I'm here all alone. Maybe I'll chat something. Yes. There, I shall chat. There, chatted. What else will I do? Yeah. Let's see. I will. Look charming. I can do that. I'm looking kind of green, actually. But, you know, what can you do? Have a light on in the back. That's probably a problem. Probably should tilt this. No, if I tilt it down, that's not going to work. Never mind. So, tired. Yep, tired, and I'm in a frozen room. Frozen room. Waiting for people to join this video call. Cool. I'm waiting. I'm waiting now. It's not being recorded. I doubt it's recording now because it's been broken. That's okay. I haven't said anything terribly recordable. Dun, 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 dun. Waiting for people to join this video call song. Do 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 do. Yeah. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah, old fan will probably be back. Such, so forth and whatnot. And then stuff will happen. It's all kinds of little buttons over here, but I'm scared to hit any of them. Yeah, Q&A, I wonder what that is. Showcase, I wonder what that is. Screen share. That'll blow up my computer, no doubt. See if anybody's made any new videos. Oh, the live event is there. I could watch the live event, see if I'm live on the live event. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. I could watch me, watching me, watch me, watching me, watch me, watching me, watch me. Yeah, that'd be cool. Infinite regression kind of a thing or something. Let's see. Scottish no vote campaign falling to pieces. Yeah, it's a great text. Watch that. Science and such. And, comments. I gotta go to my comments. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Alright, sorry, back.
Oh, Gully Doke.
He has been in buses for 50 years and knows everything about buses.
I entertained myself and such. Yeah, I chatted in the chat.
Sorry, what?
I chatted in the chat.
What did you say?
Huh?
You chatted in the chat?
Yeah, I chatted in the chat and had all kinds of fun while you were gone.
Did you do some drawings? Use the draw tool?
All kinds of good stuff. So
All
anyway,
right.
I am getting all tired and shit, so I guess I'll bail on you.
Okay, no worries. Thanks for showing up, and I'll send you some links probably tomorrow morning.
Yeah, me too. Work on stuff and whatnot, and start doing things and all that crap. But yeah, take care of yourself. Get enough rest and all that shit.
Too.
And
you too. Have a good night, and yeah, we'll get it done.
yeah, it's not all bad. Yeah, it's not all bad. Yeah.
It ain't all good, but it ain't all bad.
Not bad is good, right? So it's the old Benatar thing, right?
Something
Not
like that,
bad
yeah.
is good. So yeah, so.
All right, Gary. Look!
Yeah, it's me.
Sound is totally fucked up on that file. Okay, so I'll call them tomorrow and have it fixed too.
Yeah, so that's weird. So there's 3 files.
It is weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's scary too.
Very uneven. Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, that camera's kind of buggy too. So it's it's one of the flip cameras, and yeah. Well, I don't know whether it has sound issues or not, but it did seem like the stereo was a little weird. But
yeah, but if it plays okay in the other uploads.
Yeah, it really should be okay. I mean, like I said, I can always strip the MP3 and then recombine it and re-edit the file. You know what I mean? I could do a re-edit to make sure that there's no problem, but we'll have to see what works.
Okay, well, I'll call them and have a conversation with them. We'll see.
Yeah, at least find out what they do to it, what kind of conversion they do, and then we'll know what their conversion's doing. Yay, Santino!
Yay!
Yeah, it's good to have the cat in the videos. Yeah, I have to get more cats.
It's very important to have the cat in the video. Cats.
Yeah.
Virals. Let's just call them virals. That's what they are.
Yeah, more cat. I'm gonna have them earlier. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah.
All right. Have a good night, Gary.
Yep. So talk to you soon and such.
Talk to you soon. Take good care. Bye.
All right.
All right. So for anybody left, we're just gonna finish up. Watch the rest of the episode. Myriad technical difficulties, as you can see. Can you guys hear that? The sound is totally fucked up, and we don't know why. But okay, so I'm gonna shut up and let the rest of the episode play, even though the sound is fucked up. And if you guys want to cam up, you're certainly welcome to. Why, Ken TV? Why have you done this to the sound? Why?
So in conclusion, we are doomed. Try not to fuck anyone else over as much as possible. Try not to impose as much as possible. Just being alive makes you a taker. Your every happiness is paid for with another sentient creature's suffering. You are an asshole. Try not to be as much of an asshole as possible. It's extremely important for all of us to understand the myriad ways we can, in fact, be extremely dangerous in this world, and to try not to impose as much of that dangerousness on the rest of the world as possible. No matter how small you may be, you will, in fact, have an impact. Use what power you have to minimize the suffering. Please?
This is the part, just want to say, of the first episode that I am the least proud of, because this was supposed to be the credits section, and I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing. No credit was given at any point, because I was exhausted. I just said, fuck it. So, I'll not allow that to happen again, but it's kind of funny. Bye! See if anything interesting plays after. Alright, everybody watching, that was episode 1 of Vloggerdome on Chicago's Can TV, Channel 19. I realized this was a pretty botched showing in the sense that you can barely see the screen, and I don't know exactly why, but the sound was fucked up in quite a lot of Mendham's clips. But I do so appreciate everybody that showed up tonight to watch. This is actually the second airing of the episode with us tonight. Thank you very much to Mendham for showing up tonight as well to have a chat. And this is interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out now. Anyway, so we'll do this again. This might be a lost cause as far as doing these episode showings live, but we'll see what'll happen. I've got some other ideas that I want to at least try before I completely give up on this idea. So thank you again to everybody. I am gonna stop the broadcast now and go do some other stuff. And but thank you again. So take care, everyone. All the best. Bye for now. Until next time.